What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with Tech Daily, and in this video, we are checking out the Recon 70 gaming headset from the folks over at Turtle Beach. Now, I don't normally do gaming stuff on this channel, but I couldn't pass up featuring these because if you're in the market for a really solid headset at that budget price point, I think the Recon 70s are the best option out there. And the folks over at Turtle Beach were even kind enough to offer an extra pair to give away to one of you guys. So just leave a comment down below if you're interested in winning these, and I'll pick a winner at the end of the month on June 30th. So the M70s are available for every major console, the Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch, and you can hook these up to your PC as well with the right adapter. Now, Turtle Beach technically sells specific color combinations to match with the consoles. So green ones for the Xbox, blue for the PlayStation, and so on. But hardware-wise, there's actually no difference across any of the headsets. They aren't made specifically for one console or the other. So if you like the red and black ones and have an Xbox, they'll work fine. If blue's your color but you're rocking a Switch, go for it. They're all the same standard 3.5mm wired audio jack connection no matter the color, style, or what they say they go to. And as far as the price, they all come in at just under $40, which I think is a great price for these. I'll of course leave a bunch of links down below in the video description to all the different colors and everything else, so be sure to check those links if you want to learn more. Taking a look at the actual headset here, you've got a very simple and standard design. The headset is extremely lightweight with a hard plastic build, but it doesn't feel cheap at all. The headset will flex and bend without making any cracking or squeaking noises, and overall the build quality I think is pretty good for the price, and I'd expect that from a brand like Turtle Beach. The ear cups are that slightly larger over-the-ear design, and because you'll likely be wearing these for a few hours at a time, it's very important that they're comfortable, of course. And I think Turtle Beach does a nice job with the padding and cushion. There's certainly enough for your ears, the sort of pleather material is soft and light, and there's just a bit more cushion across the top of the headband too. I think my only comment here would be that I wish there was a bit more across the top, but overall I still think they're very comfortable to wear. You've got some wiggle room with the ear cups to ensure they sit tightly on your head. The ear cups have just a bit of back and forth movement and the ability to twist about 270 degrees, which means the headset will certainly lay flat on a table or desk or when you're traveling, for example, and you stick it in a bag, but keep in mind they don't fold up at all. If you need to adjust the size, you can do that as well with the headband extending out or in with that sort of clicky notched adjustment system, and you'll get about an extra inch or so on each side. Like I mentioned earlier, the headset is wired, so you'll be plugging in a standard 3.5mm connection into your controller or adapter. The cable is a 48-inch long built-in rubber-coated setup, and you'll notice that there aren't any inline controls or anything like that, and that's because both your volume and mic controls are on the headset itself. So your volume rocker that controls in-game volume only is found on the back of the ear cups, and the mic is built into the headset as well. It has that flip-up design, and the way this works is pretty simple. When the mic is down, you're free to chat away in-game, and when you flip it up, your mic is automatically muted. And I like that a lot, actually. I think it's a pretty straightforward way to control the mic, and it also ensures it's up and out of the way when you don't want to use it. Okay, so let's talk about how this headset works in-game. So first off, as far as the cable length, it seems a little short at first, but that's good because when it's actually connected to my Xbox controller, for example, there isn't a whole lot that's getting tangled around my feet or across my lap. I definitely like the length. Since this is just your standard 3.5mm connection, at least on my Xbox, it was a really straightforward plug-and-play setup. There's no batteries to worry about, no charging, no settings to screw around with. It's just as easy as it gets. Comfort-wise, they feel great. I rocked them for a few hours at a time and didn't notice any discomfort at all. The ear cups, like I mentioned, are soft and light and very breathable, and the whole headset itself is very light too, so they feel great and they fit great. With the in-game audio, you're definitely getting a very solid experience, especially with the directional sound and that sort of surround sound-esque setup, especially with games where you need to hear where certain things are coming from, behind you, off to the side, whatever, like Apex Legends here like I'm playing. The headphones give you a good sense of what's going on. One thing this headset also does really well is noise cancellation. With that over-ear design, like I mentioned, they block out the outside world, I'd say about 75% or more. And once again, for a headset at this price, that's a great feature to have. As far as the actual sound you'll be getting from these headphones, the best way I can describe them is balanced and very neutral. You aren't going to get any booming bass. There isn't that like thud that you might experience with other headphones, but the sound overall is great, and I had no complaints with using these in any game. It's clear, it's crisp, and you can hear nearly every detail that you need. Another thing worth mentioning, and this might be because my hearing is just damaged from so many years of headphones, but they don't get insanely loud. You could crank this headset up all the way and still listen fairly comfortably. Now, of course, everyone is going to be different with this, but I have certainly used other gaming headsets that are deafening, and these won't be blowing out your eardrums at all. One aspect of the Recon 70s that I was really impressed with was the mic quality, and I gotta be honest, I was not expecting a whole lot here with the mic, but it is as good as any other headset I've tried, and it's easily comparable to some $100 or $150 headsets. It's certainly sensitive enough to capture a lot of detail in your voice, but there's not any sort of like droning or humming, and there's not a whole lot of background noise. It's just an excellent mic setup overall for in-game voice. So if you couldn't tell already, I have really next to no complaints with these headphones, and I can't recommend them enough. I'm not sure that you'd find a better gaming headset under $50 for any console, and I think if anyone were to give these a try, they'd be pleasantly surprised. If you want to check these out for yourself or learn a bit more about them, like I said, I'll of course leave all the links down below in the video description. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this review. Let me know what game you're currently playing right now in the comments down below. Also, be sure to follow Tech Daily on Twitter and subscribe to the Tech Daily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.